Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to bank fish for largemouth bass. If you're like me, you don't have a boat, so you got to take with what you got. And we got a pond slash lake here. It's pretty big, but you can walk the whole shoreline. And I'm going to be teaching you guys how I find bass from the shore. When I am shore fishing lakes and ponds like what I have right behind me, I like to fish. Mainly, I have three things I look for. First, drop-offs. If that is from shallow water to deep water, if that is from deep water to shallow water, it does not matter. You find a drop-off, there will be fish. It doesn't matter if that's bass, doesn't matter if there's pike, walleye, perch, I don't care what you're going for, musky. You find a drop-off, there's gonna be fish at that drop-off. I like to work jigs on drop-offs when I'm fishing for bass just because I can work it a lot better, or soft plastics. If you wanna throw a Texas rig, go for it. You work something with a slow presentation off a drop-off, you will 100% catch some fish. Second thing I look for is cover. If that is a tree in the water from the shorelines, let's get right into it. Water in the middle of the lake, you fish that, you're gonna find some fish. If that is overhanging trees, anywhere where you can find shade in a lake, with just an open lake like I have right here, pond lake I have behind me, open lake, I got 4 points of cover here that I know. I have them all memorized. I got one over there with overhanging trees, one right here where there's a boat in the water that fish like to hide under. At the other side, I have overhanging trees right there. And then over here, I have a tree in the water that fish like to hide at. You gotta find some cover, because if there's not a lot of cover at these lakes, you find the cover, you're gonna find the fish. And lastly, I like to look for weed beds. A lot of lakes I fish and ponds when I fish from shore, if I find a weed bed, I'll throw a swim jig in there, I'll throw something weedless, Texas rig, and they'll come pike, smallies, largemouth, they'll come right out from those weeds, and boom, you got a fish. Along with weed beds, rocks. If you have a whole sand bottom, you find some rocks, if you find a different type of just ground where these fish are, when I find something like that, I know for a fact there's gonna be fish, especially when I'm smallie fishing. I find rocks, I will most likely find some fish there. And back to what I said about weeds. Weeds are just incredible for fishing for largemouth. All right, if you wanna throw some on the top of the water like a buzzbait over the weeds, fish galore. Galore. If you want to throw something in the weeds at the bottom, if you want to throw a Texas rig and just bounce it at the bottom of the weeds, you might find them in the weeds like that. You want to throw a jig. A lot of people love throwing swim jigs because you can pull it through weeds super easily. And just like that, you find some weeds. I got weeds right there, and I got weeds right there. And you know where I catch the most of my fish? Where the weeds are. And a lot of places that have more vegetation, you will have bigger fish. Three things you gotta look for: cover, vegetation, rocks, stuff like that. Then you're looking for structure. Trees, remember that, trees. If you can find overhanging trees, you can find fish. And drop-offs. Right here, I got a drop-off. It's 10 feet. It goes right from about 2 feet out here to about 10 feet, then drops all the way down to 30 feet. I've measured it myself, and boom. Cast out there, I catch fish every time I'm here. Now we're gonna actually work the whole entire pond and lake. I'm gonna show you guys how I like to catch fish at this small pond here. I couldn't see it being too big of a difference. We'll start this way. We're gonna go around this corner and we're gonna come back. Maybe they will be deeper. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Not a bad little fish. I'm gonna give you guys another tip here, okay? This isn't like totally on your pond and lake fishing, but if you are, I guess yeah, it is. If you are fishing a lake or a pond, try to hit early morning, late afternoon. Middle of the day, like right now, is not gonna be, ooh, just got smacked. It's not gonna be your best bet, but if you are fishing in the hot of the day, the heat of the day, throw something finesse. Throw a drop shot, throw a Texas rig, throw a jig, something that these fish aren't gonna be chasing your lures. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm throwing a jerk bait just because there is a lot of fish in here and it doesn't get fished very often. So I can confidently throw a jerk bait and catch fish even when it's super hot out. But yeah, that has actually helped me a lot when I'm fishing, just because a lot of super hard pressured public lakes, you're not gonna be able to throw something that fish are gonna want to chase during the middle of the day. All right, throw something finesse. And if you are fishing an extremely pressured lake, jigs, Senkos, stuff like that, that is your best bet. All right, throw that in the shallows, throw that in the deep. You're not gonna be able to get them when they're super hungry, mainly because of how pressured the lake you're fishing is. Ooh, oh. What am I doing, guys? All right, let's see what we got going down here. Just gonna work this little Senko. Fish seem to be a little bit finicky today, so Senko gets the job done. I don't want that guy, I don't want that guy. I don't want that guy. There's 3 of these bass here I don't want. That guy's just gonna... That's about a 2. Yep, that he ate it. It's not a bad one, actually. Oh, I'm getting it out. Alright. That's not a bad one. No, it's not a bad fish at all. They're just sitting in here. Alright, so we do got a little bit of shallow water here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast out to the other side. If you can do this, if you can hit the other side from where you're standing, like let's say there is shore here and the shore right in front of me, you're in a cove. If you can find coves in your lake, pond, whatever you're fishing, most likely there will be fish in those coves. What I like to do is I like to fish it here and I'll hit the other side. Let's pretend right out there, there's the other side of the shoreline. I'll hit the other side of the shoreline right in front of where the shore is. That is a big fish that just jumped out there. I'll hit the other shoreline, and usually, you know, sometimes you'll walk up to a spot. Like if I walked up here and I spooked a fish out of the shallows, well, nothing you can really do about that. You didn't know they're there. But if you can hit the other side of where you're fishing from where you're standing, if those fish in the shallows will come in and eat that lure. I got a bass following it right now, what'd I just say? So what I'm doing, I'm working it over some, I can't really tell what the bottom is here. I know it's a lot of sand and I think there is some rocks out there and a little bit of a weed bed. So I'm gonna work it just right over a weed bed right now, seeing if I can pull something out of the weeds here. But if you can hit the other side with your cast from where you're standing on the shoreline, if you can hit the other side of the pond or lake, you are in for some fish, 100%. I'm just gonna work it out here. Kind of work over a drop off. It gets shallow and then it also gets right back up deep. It's about 3 feet right here, 3 feet right there, 10 or 11 feet, and then 3 feet out there. So a lot of what do you call that? A lot of water that is uneven, I'll show you. A lot of uneven water out here. So I'm just gonna be working a little, what do they call these? X-Wrap slash baits. I just call them a jerk bait. You guys call them whatever you want, but working it from the shallow to the deep, and we're gonna find some fish. There's literally 8 or 9 largemouth just sitting there, but they try to hit this other lure, but I can't get them to eat. So I'll just get them on the jig, I guess. All right, this is how we're gonna do this. That's one of them. I knew they were just sitting there. Can't knock it out of this guy. It's easy. That's one of the fish. So I thought to make it even more fair, I went on Google Maps and I found a random pond in the middle of nowhere, and I walked up to someone's door. I said, hey, can I fish your pond? They said, go for it. So we don't even know if there's fish. I don't even ask if there's fish in here. I'm assuming by the looks of it, there's gonna be fish in here. But you know what? It's new to me. It's gonna be new to you guys. I have no clue if there's fish. I have no clue where the fish are. I don't know where the structure is. So it's gonna be like you guys fishing a pond you've never fished before. So let's get right into it. What are you throwing? Just gonna be throwing this little cranking bait. Yeah. I just got hit. You missed it though. Like, it looks nice. Is it? We don't know they're bass. They could have been tiger musky, man. All that I can see is that I lost you then. Looking for a reason to forgive you. Sometimes I even wanna be with you. Just the way you say that it's all. Gotcha. We doubled up. Nice.
up picture?
No.
Huh?
No.
Why not?
They aren't big enough.
Oh?
All right, we can get a pic. Never mind. All right, we are on the fish. Simple as that.
Oh man, I had one too.
Almost just doubled up again. Another back-to-back cast. All right, buddy. All right, let me take all the big guns. It's the fish catching machine right here. Brora. It's like they're all in the shallows. It's like they're all in the shallows.
I've had a couple out deep.
It's like, you know what? We just gotta find some more structure, because the only spot that we like caught them like back to back to back was over there by structure. So over here there might be some structure where we'll find some more bass. That mud just sank on me, dude.
Look.
Oh, that bass.
These are your strong. Right up against the bank.
Yeah, they all are. That's what I've noticed. They are just sitting at the bank in the shallows. Means right here there should be a bass. Yep. Really, really little guy. Oh,
That's a bluegill.
look at that. Big bluegill too.
It's like a green sunfish type thing.
I was wondering why he was fighting so weird. Just thought it was a little bass. Just a beautiful bluegill, really nice. Look at that. I'll catch your fish. It's not bad. Okay, in here it ain't bad. Yeah. There's gotta be something over a pound in here. Got him? Like I said, you find structure, you're gonna find a lot of bass. Right over here, you got some weeds in the water, some overhanging stuff. Fish galore. Structure? What? Oh, I'm just working so we can move more. We can move, and I'm moving so we can. Oh yeah! Another nice one. Look at that. You found structure. You found the big fish. Compared to the other ones, this ain't bad.
It's about the same spot as the other one, though.
Yeah. And that just shows you, though. Big ones do like their structure. They're just sitting under there. All right. Okay. Had to make sure you knew I cast farther. There's gotta be some more right here. Not bad either. Not nice, I mean, just not bad. I mean, not good, just not bad. Hoping it's like a bigger one comes out and eats this guy. I was hoping he'd unhook himself doing that. Ain't gonna happen. If you catch one right now, I'll give you 2 quarters.
Money's money, man.
Nope. No 2 quarter. Just like that. See if there's anything in the shallows. Weird. Might be following it in still. Oh, there he was, right off the side. And this fish is like in 5 inches long. Yep. They are huge. These things are huge. But no, they're just sitting in the shallows. Look at that thing.
There's gotta be a bass in the
Gotta be. That's why there's only big ones. There's a plate full. They just sit up here in the shallows. All I gotta do is work it. All right, you ready? Miss them? Watch this, ready? Just gonna pull them off the shallows. Oh yeah, there's a nice one. Wow, he's just a fighter. Maybe I'm used to that little sunny I caught. Come on, spit it. Yeah, he was just fighting. All right, buddy, get bigger. Oh, wrong way. Ooh, something over there. There you go, little guy. Just kind of following me in. Come on. Just spit it. Wow, he's kind of fighting. That's because I hooked him in the head. Must have missed it. All right. There you go, buddy. I mean, this is just kind of hard to tell. You know, I can't really tell people how to fish a pond if the pond has fish everywhere. It's not like we're doing anything special. We're just kind of casting and catching.
Parallel to the bank.
Oh yeah, that's a big thing. I mean, you gotta parallel the bank. I mean, you could really do, I like to fan cast. I like to cast out straight and make my way in. But what I usually do is I'll start at the bank so I can fish it, then walk up and not worry about spooking them. Fighting nice. Yeah, come on, just spit it. Ooh. Almost had a double up. All right, buddy, I'm gonna get you back in the water. Oh, you hooked yourself right through the nose.
One of their nose rings.
Yeah. All right, buddy. We're catching fish. There you go, buddy. Little guy. Oh, you can spit it now. All right, buddy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. There you go. Watch this, ready? Fish right now. I'm gonna catch one. Without a doubt. Like I said, without a doubt.
You have another small crankbait?
I might actually have another small crankbait. You know what? Actually, here. You know what? I'm trying to think here. Let me get this guy back in the water.
Oh, you can keep it.